Hey guys, Brett here from Maple City and Savannah Physical Therapy. This week I'm going to bring you a dynamic stretching routine for your back and your legs. This will be stretching through movement to get blood flowing, to get loosened up. This is really good in the morning, after a long day of work, or after long periods of sitting. So the first position we're going to start in is called the quadruped position. That's up on your hands and knees. In this position, we're going to do what's called a cat camel. So we're going to arch our back as far as we can towards the ceiling, and then we're going to shift and go all the way down towards the belly. Okay? All the way up, all the way down. We want to do 20 of these each way. Going as far as we can each way without any pain. On the way up, we want to tuck our head and tuck our butt. On the way down, we want to lift our head, arch our back. Okay, so you want about 20 of each of those. The second stretch is going to be on your hands and knees as well. You're going to start with your left hand behind your head. You're going to rotate down and under, and then back up and out. You think you're leading with your elbow the whole time, so your elbow's pointing towards the ceiling, and it's pointing towards the table. Okay, so I'm going to do 10 of those on each side. This is going to help open up the mid-back, or the thoracic spine, it's called. Okay, so 10 each side. The next stretch we're going to do is called the press up. So we're going to be laying flat. Hands are going to be under our shoulders. And then we're going to push our chest off the bed. We want to relax everything at the top, hold a second, and then back down. This stretch is great for your lower back to offset some of that sitting, standing, forward motions that we do all day. You want to get as high as you can without increasing your pain levels at all. Lock your elbows out. Make sure that your hip muscles are nice and relaxed. They're not clenched. And at the very top, you want to do an exhale, so breathe out. Okay. You want about 10 to 20 press-ups. The next one is called a bow and arrow. This is going to be, again, for your mid-back. So the press-ups were for the lower back. Bow and arrow is going to be for the mid-back. You're going to lay on your side. with your knees bent, arms out straight. You're gonna reach forward and then open up, keeping your head forward, trying to open the shoulders up. If you need to, you can put a pillow under your head there to be more comfortable, but you don't necessarily have to. Okay, so we're gonna do 10 of those on each side. Again, knees bent, arms out straight, reaching past, rotating back. Sometimes you might even hear with this one a few cracks in the back, which is fine. Just releasing some of the air, leaving some of the pressure in the spine. Alrighty, so those were the bow and arrows. Next, we have 4 stretches on a kneeling position. So with this, you might want to do this on the floor with a pillow under your knees, or possibly a towel roll under your knees. But the first one is called that half kneeling position. You can even have something here to hang on to for balance. This is going to stretch your ankle. Okay, you want to keep your heel flat, your toes down. Your knee is going to drive over your toes. Okay, so you're just rocking back and forth 20 times. Here we're focusing just on the front leg ankle. You should be able to get your knee a couple inches over your toe without your heel popping off. Again, you want to go just as far as you can without pain. Once you get 20, you can switch, put the other foot forward. Sometimes you can even put your weight of your hands pushing down if you need to get a little more weight through it to get a stretch. Okay, so that's for your ankle mobility. The next stretch in this position, we're going to go back to your mid-back mobility, so your thoracic spine. So similar to the bow and arrow, you're going to have your arms out here, and you're going to look at your thumb. You're going to follow your thumb as you open up. I'm going to do 10 with my left knee up, switch over to the right knee up, Same idea, following your thumb. And 10 that way. So that's for your mid back again. The next stretch we're going to do is going to be for your hamstring, so your lower back of your legs here. You're going to be in this position here, okay, that half kneeling position. What you're going to do is you're going to straighten your leg and you're going to lean up and back. Sometimes it helps to put your hand behind your back so you keep an arch in the back. And you just want to lean forward as far as you can without rounding your back. Okay, so back has to stay straight. And then you switch over. You might notice one side might be tighter or looser than the other. And you'll feel all the way down the leg. You want your knees straight, back straight, foot pointed away from you. Okay, so you'll work about 20 on each leg with those. And the last one we have in this half kneeling position, we're going to be back here where we started. Before we were leaning over this one. Now we're going to focus on this down hip, this back hip. So what you want to do is tuck your butt underneath you, okay? Hold that, and you're just going to lean forward and back. So now we're focused here, keeping the butt underneath. This is more of the hip flexor stretch. So similar than the first one, but we're focusing on keeping our hips rolled under us, and we're rocking forward. You should feel a tight stretch here. And you're going to work up towards 20 and switch sides. So again, we want to roll that butt underneath, roll your pelvis. So our back is nice and flat. Focus on this back leg. Feel that tightness through the front. Okay, so 20 of those. So that is the dynamic stretching circuit for today. Working on everything from your mid back, low back, hips, down into the knees and legs, all the way down to the ankles. Give that a try, and I'm sure you'll feel a lot better afterwards.